So my name is Paul van Vessem. I'm the Regional Director for MeteoGroup here in Singapore, responsible for a business over Asia. That includes India throughout China. Basically, our focus here is to help our clients, both from the shipping side, chartering side, as well as additional services like chart companies, etc. So, talking to a lot of clients from different perspectives, I think we can say, first of all, we shouldn't get too far ahead of ourselves. Connectivity is there, but we're still limited in a lot of cases. So if I look to our own business, the data sizes we can share with ships is still pretty small with vessels. On the other hand, there is definitely an increase in data sharing, data quality. I think there's a move from going to taking out as much data as possible to quality data. Also, from our client perspective, we see there's a definite need to do system integrations. So there's an overload in standalone solutions, websites, which cover a small part. But more and more companies are looking to find that integrated solution where we plug in via an API or a similar solution. Yeah, I think from a shipping perspective, especially looking at regulatory things like IMO 2020, potential CO2 tax coming in, it's quite likely that ship owners and charters will have to work together more and more, and will be driven to work together as an let's say combined objective to basically reduce voyage cost. So voyage optimization becomes a bigger part. We expect, for instance, that charter party descriptions will change or disappear from a fixed speed to a speed range. So that's one of the examples where we think regulations will have a big effect. So the question emphasizes that it's like a discrepancy between both. It's work field. I think it's more a combination. I think the market needs that drive to innovation, and one of the things is these regulations, which will help to push companies to look forward, to reduce carbon emissions, which is the overall goal, I think. The impact will be definitely visible in fuel prices, availability of vessels, different systems, scrubbers, non-scrubbers. In the end, I think the company who has a good grip on the situation and who's able to, let's say, work together with the different stakeholders has the will be prevailing in this process. Good question. In the end, I think there's not really one winner. The only way for the process to work, in my opinion, and what we see also coming from the market, if it's a joint corporation, the whole supply chain between ports, shipper, charterer, they have to be informed, they have to be able to make decisions based on the same data. And that's where data becomes a key player, to have usable data. We have clients who do 50,000 calculations a week for a voyage cost calculation, but we also have clients who manage 10 ships who have a completely different view on how they manage their business. And in the end, it's going to be a combination of all parties coming together and finding the best solution for all. Well, it's quite common to stick within your day-to-day business, to focus on short-term versus long-term. It's always good to see different stakeholders from the industry ventilate their ideas, to ventilate what's going on within their industry, and to see where the connections are, where the potential is. And again, I think it's not only a risk, but also a great opportunity, the upcoming period, to further develop new corporations, system integrations, and just be able to work not as, I would say, smarter instead of harder. So the good thing is, because you have all these players together, you get the different insights. I remember from previous events having discussions with, and this is going back to 2011, about things like variable speed. So not sticking to one speed, but using a speed range for route optimization. That was one of the topics which came out already 8 years ago, which is now very much alive and within our industry. So this is just a, let's say, a front runner for what's coming, I think. And it's a good way to get new ideas, to get stimulated about further developments moving forward.